5 enough to have a quorum?
We do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We got 7. Or 5 out of 7.
We're not waiting on
Not on Jackson, no.
it. We're waiting on 4:30.
Or Jerry.
Jerry's not coming.
Okay.
He texted me. All right, you ready?
I am.
Call to order the August 2nd APC Executive Committee meeting. Mr. Burns, would you call the roll, please?
Larry Leverins.
Here.
Jackson Bogan. Gary Schroeder.
Here.
Jerry Reynolds. Greg Jones.
Here.
Tom Murtaugh.
Present.
Kathy Parker.
Here.
Quorum present.
Thank you, sir. Approval of the minutes.
I move to approve the minutes from the July 5th, 2023 public hearing as submitted.
I second.
Any additions or corrections? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. New business.
I move to hear and vote on Resolution PD 2303, PCM Properties LLC, Revive at Russell PD Z 2883.
A second.
Okay. Well, this is in the, it's affectionately known as the island of West Lafayette, in the heart of campus. This is the fraternity house that is being expanded upon. The city has been working through its local historic district board pretty strenuously in getting this right, and they agreed to do a plan development as well as go through that scrutiny with their local historic district to try to be able to blend old with new. The project is maximum of 70 units with just 6 surface parking spaces that are off-street. That's the current location. They would close the curb cut. There's a driveway in the front of the mansion right now. That would be closed, and then a footprint would be extended over it. That would be part of the expansion. The rest of the expansion of the project goes behind the existing mansion. Kind of the rear, almost third of the mansion facing the alley would be demolished, and then the new part would sort of be literally joined with it. So a lot went into this proposal. There's actually 2 site plan options in the PD in the event that Purdue accelerates its concept with closing more city streets to pedestrianize them. And that street to the north, what is it? I think it's 4th? Yeah. That concept has been out there. And if that were to happen, this plan development can sort of pivot and redo its site plan per that second option. So if that doesn't happen, then this is what you'll see out there, the 6 parking spaces. Obviously, if that street were to close, that parking would be inaccessible. So they would close it off and landscape it. And so there's sort of the alternative plan. Very subtle, but so all in all, it's a good blending of old and new. It's a good adaptive reuse of the old mansion, which hasn't been occupied for a while, and this expansion will sort of breathe new life into it. So bonding is being requested and has already been accepted. So final detailed plans have construction plans, final plat, everything is on the up and up vis-a-vis the ordinance. So we are recommending approval of PD 2303.
Thank you, Ryan. Does petitioner or petitioner's representative have a presentation?
Ryan Munden with Reiling, Teeter and Schreier here on behalf of PCM. Mike Cates with PCM is here as well. This project is 3 years in the making. We're excited to get things rolling and concur with staff's report and recommendation. Be happy to answer any questions.
Thank you, Ryan. Any comments from the audience on this proposal? Any questions from the board? Hearing none, you have a yellow ballot, please.
You have a unanimous ballot for approval.
Thank you. Public hearing, and let me read our rules. For those of you unfamiliar with our procedures, the commission would like you to know the following. When we hear a request to subdivide land, we're only concerned as to whether the actual drawing showing the division into lots meets the technical requirements of our ordinance. The question of appropriateness has already been determined. Anyone wishing to make comments or provide us with information regarding any subdivision petitions will be given the opportunity to do so. We are a 7-member body, and a majority of 7 is 4. Regardless of how many commissioners are actually present, at least 4 votes in favor or 4 votes against are required for our action to be official. If fewer than 4 of us agree to either approve or disapprove an action, that case must be heard again next month. Our vote on a request to subdivide is final. When addressing the commission, please state your name and address for the record. Please limit your statements to no more than 5 minutes, and we ask that you not repeat what others before you have already said. Cell phones must be turned off while the meeting is in session. If you need to make a call, please step out of the room before using your phone. All exhibits presented to the commission become the property of the commission.
I move that there be incorporated in the public hearing portion of each application be heard this evening and to become part of the evidence at such hearing: the Unified Zoning Ordinance, the Unified Subdivision Ordinance, a comprehensive plan, the bylaws of the Area Plan Commission, the application and all documents filed therewith, the staff report and recommendations on the application be heard this evening, and responses from checkpoint agencies.
I second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, motion carried.
I move to hear and vote on S 5140 Potter Farms minor subdivision, minor sketch.
Kathy, before you start, let the record show that Mr. Bogan is now present.
My apologies for my tardiness.
No problem.
Petitioner's property is located right here. It's 11 acres, zoned R1. It's, let's see, County Road 675 East. It kind of changes designation. I think it's County Road 650 further south. State Road 26 is just off the map at the top. Property is zoned R1. There's AW zoning across the street to the east, R2 to the west. Oops. Here's a look at the aerial photograph. And a closer look at the property. It's all farm field right now. There we go. Here's a look at the sketch plan. So we are talking about creating 4 lots out of the 11 acres. There is an NVA shown up here where there's a curve in the road, as well as an NVA, or no vehicular access, or no driveways permitted, right here on this curve as well. There's a drainage easement here that leads to an off-site easement because of a seasonal high water table. The other unusual thing is there's a pipeline right through here. I believe it's Texas Eastern, but I could be wrong. So it just cuts through this corner. So there is a utility easement showing up there in that corner. So we have 7 conditions of approval, and we are recommending conditional primary approval.
Thank you, Kathy. Does the petitioner or petitioner's representative wish to make a presentation?
Todd Starr, Starr Associates, 215 Alabama. Don't have a lot to add. It's Pretty straightforward. If you have any questions, we'll answer.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Does any member of the audience wish to comment on this petition? Any comments from the commissioners? Okay, hearing none, you have a white ballot.
No bonding, right? Kathy, no bonding, right? Yeah, okay. We have 6 votes for approval, conditional approval.
Thank you. Approval of the August APC public hearing agenda.
I move the following rezone petitions be placed on the August 16th, 2023 Area Plan Commission public hearing agenda. Z 2892, Area 4 Development Incorporated, Daniel Bieberstein, Snowy Owl Commons PD GB to PDRS. Z 2897, 900 Place LLC, John Teeble, Corridor Place PD, R1U and R2U to PDRS, and Z 2903, Menards Incorporated, GB, NB to GB.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Go ahead.
I move the following petitions be placed on the August 23rd, 2023 Area Board of Zoning Appeals public hearing agenda. BZA 2115, Michael Kieswetter, BZA 2116, Angela D. Diaz, and BZA 2117, Moon 26E LLC.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
I move regarding the following special exception request. This case will not adversely affect the comprehensive plan. BZA 2117, Moon 26E LLC.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
I move the following request for variance from a unified zoning ordinance is not a request for use variance prohibited from consideration by ordinance and statute. That'll be case 2023-16 BRW LLC.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Review, go ahead.
I move we approve the July 2023 budget report as submitted. Sorry.
Thank you. The budget report's included in your packet. I don't have anything in particular to add, but would be happy to answer any questions.
Are there any questions? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Any other business? Mr. Schroeder,
Move to adjourn.
we are adjourned.
This conference is no longer being recorded.
Master class.
He's good.
Master-
I got to write him a note.
You should, you should. Or you could say it on the record. You could rise, you could walk around there. Give your name.
Any?
You know, I just want people to know.